And this is my producer right here, Darius Garland, who would kill me if I didn't. And everybody else, and who worked on the film and stuff. I really love you guys for doing it.
We love you too, RG.
All right.
Alvin Daniels, since 2005 to now, what's been one of the most challenging aspects you found in shooting films?
I think, people ask you what's the great... Okay. People ask you what's the greatest thing you've done, and the greatest thing you've done is the next thing you do. So I think the biggest thing that we need as filmmakers is distribution, which is why this whole film festival piece is so great. I shot that piece as a regular hour-and-a-half film, and in taking it to the film fest, there were different things that they didn't like, so I turned it into a short. So the biggest thing is just looking at what you're doing and making sure that it's palatable for where you're trying to go. And once we as people have distribution, we're going to be on a whole nother level.
I want to ask all the filmmakers what you shot
on. We shot on a DVX 100A, which is a DV camera. So it's actually DV. I want to introduce you guys to Sharon King, which is one of my mentors. She's the casting director of Barbershop 1. And I love her to death. So she's one of my big mentors right now, but we did shoot it on DV. I had to.
Same thing, we shot it, Panasonic. Same camera. We did ours in 10 hours at the Negro League Cafe. So it was grace of God, pretty much. And I had a really fantastic crew. Michael Stein. Michael, you want to sing? Yes. No? Yes. Michael. He's our designer. Sharon King also assisted in her many ways. Sharon's a woman of many talents. Anybody else from the crew?
Ms. Parker?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us what happens in your next film when that young lady does get a date?
Well, it's funny you say that. I've gotten a couple of requests to extend Raw Emotions, but the story is really focused more so on Damon. So what happens is...
You like Damon?
Yeah.
Damon, and a lot of my actors are out of town. China, she played Vanessa, she moved to New York. Javon, he's in between LA and North Carolina and all over the place. So, but my cast, they really, really pulled it together, the crew. Everybody was extremely supportive. And anytime you have support and people that actually believe in the story that you're trying to tell, it's amazing what you can do. So, but the story basically follows Damon into his life. So that's something to think about.
I got a question for Archie. For a comment, I think the movie were you trying to show the strength of women when the little girl took on a role as mama, feeding the kids and protecting the kids? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
At one point in the movie, she took over the role as being mama. One of the most inspiring parts of the movie to me. That, in all honesty, when I first saw it, it brought tears to my eyes. That came to my mind because I believe that women are strong and they can do things that nature. So that touched me when I first saw it, and I love you for it.
Absolutely, that was my purpose, was to show that she had to be the parent in that family because the father had passed and there was no father figure in the house, and she knew that her mom was strung out on drugs. And she really loved her brother, so she was really the parent in that house. She was actually taking care of the mom, too. So she was a parent in the house, the leader.
Where you see yourself 5 years from now?
Where I see myself 5 years from now, healthy, making another film, hopefully making a $10 million, $20 million film, being signed under a studio. That's where I see myself in the next 5 years.
And then also, Michael Allen Stein, he's having a first look fall 2009. He's a clothing designer, and that's tomorrow at the Victor Hotel, 311 North Sangamon, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, if you guys could come out and support. And also, I just wanted to say that please, 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 thank you guys for coming out, and please support your Chicago filmmakers. It's extremely important for us to have our hometown support. And Martin Osborne, he's, you know, definitely my support, my backbone. I just got to say, hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
What other ways that we can support the filmmakers besides just
the film festivals definitely coming out. Sometimes they'll have screenings at different theaters, like the one on 87th and off the Dan Ryan. That's a theater that a lot of independent filmmakers have screenings. So it's really about word of mouth. And if you see a film and you like it, just support it. You can talk about it on Facebook, Twitter. I don't get out on Twitter, but all that, you know, that's the biggest way that you can support. And then just come out to these events like this.
And talk to the filmmakers about how you can invest.
I like to say, if you like to support me, I have my next project with me, DVDs of my screenplay, Preacher's Kids. My mom, she was the minister in my film, Reverend Prince Celebrated Lee. Can you stand? And Samara, she played the doorway in the film. Can you stand? Thank you. If you like to support me, I have my DVDs with me. Thank you.
And thank you guys for coming out again.